Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and X-Men issue number 16. This was a strong and solid meh. Oh, I really wasn't interested in this book, and I feel like everybody in this, but everybody who is or will be in the pages of this comic book is stupid. Now, allow me to explain. First, we got to blame some people, and I'm not going to make this personal, but in some ways, pretentiousness has to be explained. This is issue number 16, Sorted Out. Not sorted out, sorted out. Yeah, I feel sorted out. And I didn't even finish reading the Ten of Swords event yet. Anyway, Jonathan Hickman is both the writer and the head of X. The art is by Phil Noto. VC's Clayton Cowles does the letters. Tom Mueller does the design. Cover art by Lanil Francis Yu and Sunny Go. And Adam Kubert and Marty Gracia are in charge of the variant cover. X-Men were created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Those last two names I mentioned are probably rolling in their graves right now. 1963. X-Men issue number 1, the first appearance of Professor X and Magneto. These characters who are, 12 years older than I am. And I get the Marvel sliding time scale, I get it, but still, these are characters who are technically older than I am, and yet, they don't understand. After experiencing, I didn't even read the Ten of Swords event, but them having experienced the Ten of Swords event, me having read the lead up to Ten of Swords and realizing immediately these are a solid, tough, rugged set of individuals. All of these mutants on Arakko are tough as nails, right? Me, I'm the guy who doesn't want a microwave in the house because I don't want to get addicted to fast meals that are high in sodium content and my kids wind up getting addicted to them. I don't want that laziness to come in. It's one of the few things that I'm actually in charge of in the home. I have stated unequivocally, if there is a microwave that enters my home, I will either give it away or bring it to the trash heap. I will not accept a microwave in my home. I will not. And these guys make me look like a freaking biscuit. Like these are Arakan guys, dude. I'm a crumbly little saltine compared to these guys, you know. And I could recognize that without even reading, at least off experiencing, like the X-Men did, the Krakoans did, the solid defeat of our mutants in the Ten of Swords. And yet, Charles Xavier and Magneto, these two characters who are older than I am, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, were dumb enough to think that a flower was what you bring to these guys. The second I saw they had a flower, it's funny, the art actually confused me, and I love the art and I love the expressions that Phil Noto does with these characters, except for at the end where Jean and Scott were looking like somebody just killed their cat. That was really freaking weird. But the expressions that this girl was feeling, this hard ass, Arakan woman was expressing, I actually took it the wrong way. Like she appreciated what they were trying to do. I guess it was actually supposed to convey the idea that she thought of them as poor little children, which they technically are. Magneto, of course, trying to be like he's been doing this before. We keep on seeing Magneto trying to build things up like we are powerful, we have existed for thousands of years. What you needed was freaking Apocalypse to show up and be like, you are terrible, you are weak. We may be young, but we will crush you under our heel. Like we needed something like that. Instead, it's just Magneto who, again, we've seen before in meetings, talking up a big game and whatnot. He tries to talk a big game. Oh, yeah, we're just started, but, we all agree. Lie. Like his nose is getting bigger as he's talking through his helmet. What do you call it? Yeah, we're going to exist for thousands of years and beyond. It's like, would you just become Buzz Lightyear? Come on, man. What are you doing? When did Magneto become a jackass? Charles is a hopeless romantic, and you're a hopeless idiot. So is Charles, apparently. You brought a freaking flower to these people. Like, what I was actually expecting is that she was going to accept the flower and walk away, and then as they turned their back, she was going to drop the flower. And only the audience was going to see that she didn't accept the flower because it's stupid, right? These guys are on the other side of an island. it's not like they're far away. Like even the mutants that don't have any superpowers or any movement travel powers, you know, how hard is it to just come over to the other side of the island? Build a bridge if you want, whatever. Something along those lines. But no, you got to give a teleportation gate to go like what, 1,000 meters away? That's a 10-minute walk. That's a 10-minute walk. That's like it's no more than a kilometer. It's easily less than a mile to get from one silent council to the other. Yes, they have a silent council on here. Somehow I felt that Magneto and Professor X were super stupid because I could see from a mile away, without the experiences that they had, that she was not going to accept that gift, or that it was a stupid idea to give them that gift in the first place. But they couldn't understand that. Also, apparently nobody in the pages of this book, even the Arakans, understand that there's a Night Council. So I guess it's the manipulation of Arakko and Krakoa that the mutants of both island have a similar council set up, right? They have different names. Oh, look, see, they're different, but somehow they both had the independent ideas to make a council of 12 with 3 people on each seat. Oh, but this one must be different because there's only 9. Or at least that's what they think, because they're stupid. Everybody in this book is stupid. Because you and I know from the pages in here that there were 3 names redacted, and they're in a night council that nobody else even knows, not just who they are. They don't even know that there's a question to ask because they didn't know that there's a night council. I guess they must be psychics or empaths, that they're able to influence decisions in certain ways. But whatever it is, somehow there are people on a council that nobody knows that they're on a council. And we, the reader, however, know, which means that we're smarter than every single person in this book. Do you see where I'm going with this? Stupid Professor X, stupid Magneto, stupid everybody. And we're just sitting here looking down like gods because this book doesn't come from anybody's perspective. There is going to be no character progression. There can't be, because this book doesn't come from anybody's perspective. We don't get to vote on where the story goes, but apparently the the Krakoans get to vote on who's going to be on this new X-Men team. A new X-Men team. And what are they going to do? They tried to explain what they're going to do, but I didn't understand what they were supposed to do. Do you? What is this new X-Men team going to do? Are they going to go and interact with actual other characters in the Marvel Universe? Or are they just going to be isolated, just run around and solve problems on the island because people are going to be attacking the island again? I don't even know what's the point of forming another X-Men team at this point. I don't understand what any of this is in this book. This is a very strange book, and I'm not enjoying what I'm reading right now. And this is the problem that occurs when you hinge everything you have on an event. You see, I'm going to compare Hickman's work right now. Mind you, I'm thinking about how pretentious he was, okay? Because I didn't see it as pretentious before. It's Hickman. Most of us like what Hickman does. And most of us, I think, can enjoy what Hickman is doing while he's doing it. A couple people actually said, no, you've got to wait until the event is over to really appreciate how great it was. That's not actually true. Maybe if you came to the event afterwards, you could appreciate the whole thing, sure. But there is a point where you're reading it, and most of us have said, wow, this is amazing. This is absurdly amazing, and in the end it just stuck the landing really well, usually, right? In this particular case, I'm not enjoying most of what's going on, but this is the problem with, so Hickman saying, oh, the X-Men are so messed up, you just got to retcon everything. Well, that worked great for the first 3 trucks in the convoy that you had going down this singular line with no backup route, no alternative route. You know what I'm saying? So Dawn, what do you call it? The House of X, the Powers of 10, those cars got through. The Dawn of X, that car got through. But as the convoy keeps rolling on, suddenly you run into the this pothole, and the Ten of Swords car, which is all the cars, they get stuck on this freaking pothole. The axle breaks, and the front cars keep going. They're gone. They're out of sight now. But the cars behind, they're stuck. They're stuck behind this Ten of Swords event that we could just clear it off the damn road and move on. But no, we're still standing behind the Ten of Swords event in this X book, and everybody's dumb, and we're waiting for somebody to come up with the brilliant idea. Hey, could somebody get a broom and a tow truck? This is killing me right now, and I'm actually really close to dropping the X-Men book. The main title on this book, I'm close to dropping anything that Hickman puts his fingers on at this point. I am not pleased with this. I'm enjoying Hellions. I'm enjoying a lot of the other books that are moving forward, but I'm not enjoying this book. I'm not enjoying the books where the certain women of Marvel who can't identify with any heroes are writing books also. It's the strangest damn thing, this new Marvel world that we're in, that nobody can identify with these X-Men characters as heroes when these were the greatest selling books under Claremont. It just seems, and this is not living in the past. There's going to be lots of people who, there's always somebody who catches on to one thing that I say or one thing that anybody says and holds on to that for dear life, and you're dangling, my friend, like a dingleberry. All right? I'm not held on to what Claremont did. What I'm saying is that was done right. It wasn't just Claremont there, it was Shooter also. There was a lot going on that caused those books to be the best sellers out there. What X-Men book is selling better than all the other books? There are none. There are none. That's what I'm hanging on to. I'm hanging on to the idea that the numbers show that the numbers aren't there. The people just simply aren't interested in this stuff. Nobody's got the foresight to call a tow truck to remove this wreck from the road and get a broom so that we don't start running over broken glass and shards of metal. We've got a train wreck here, and it's time to get rid of the broken car. Guys, I'm moving on. I get the feeling I'm going to be moving on from this book pretty soon too, because I don't appreciate when everybody in the book is dumb. And I'm God, and there are a bunch of stupid children running around in this book. Guys, I'm out of here. Like the video, watch an ad. Talk to you later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.